Yeah, so if you look at the 7 or 8 steps that comprise a transaction, and you start with actually sourcing that transaction, finding it, winning that business, getting it controlled, then you've got the listing agreement, you're executing it, you're doing all the marketing that's affiliated with that, whether it's a tenant buyer assignment or whether it's a listing assignment, and then you're actually closing the deal, you're billing, you're getting paid. So that whole continuum of our business, frankly, hasn't changed since I've been around, and I've been around since Reagan was president, his first term. So where we've really seen some disruption in the 30 plus years I've been in the business is in the sort of the execution phase. Where I'd really love to see some automation is more in the sourcing phase. We hear an awful lot about the predictive analytics. I've heard that term mentioned a number of times, and it would sure be great to know with an amount of certainty when a buyer was going to transact, when a tenant was going to transact. You know, certainly a lease expiration could guide you in that direction, but then once you start gearing your business toward a tenant's lease expiration, you find out they moved 6 months prior or a year prior. So I would really love to see some more automation on that end.
Yeah, I agree. I think my company has tried a little bit trying to source data on when loans are coming due, that type of thing. But it's still difficult. I mean, it's still at the end of the day, everyone needs to be, called and contacted and found and researched. And it's very difficult to, we've seen, I think, some more automation of the marketing process as well. We have, I think, from 10 years ago, we have a much better platform. There's a few different companies who offer a better platform that get the properties out to the market. So I think that's probably the biggest improvement I've seen. But to your point, I mean, I've been doing this 16 years, and I have not seen it change much. Some companies have done a better job of automating the process of putting the numbers together. I worked at Marcus & Millichap about 10, 12 years ago, and that was, of the companies I've worked at, it was the one company that really had tried to automate and streamline the process of analyzing numbers and kind of spitting out a proposal for owners. But otherwise, it's actually kind of shocking that, it's been this way and that it hasn't changed much.
Yeah, and Dana, to your point, if I can jump in, Logan, BuildOut's done an exceptional job in our world of really disrupting the way in which we automate our marketing. Mm-hmm. There are certain CRMs that fold directly into MailChimp or Constant Contact, right, which allow us to do email marketing rather seamlessly, which is really, really neat. And to me, those all fall into that execution mm-hmm. phase of the mm-hmm. transaction. Once the deal's actually signed up. Right. So I agree with you. There's really been a huge improvement and increase in that section of the business.